For the year 2020, I'm making a video review for every new movie I watch, whether in theaters or at home, and on October 14th, I watched It. Welcome to my year in movies. This is talking to myself. Remember in 2016 when we were all seeing clowns in the woods? And that was the least of our problems. Derry, Maine has this problem, except this time the clowns are actually eating children and not just beating up pumpkins on porches just so the security cameras can see. The Losers Club, Bill, Eddie, Richie, Beverly, Mike, Ben, and Stanley, team up to defeat the clown by overcoming their fears and using baseball bats and stuff. I was pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed this movie. I wasn't sure what I was expecting as far as like how much I would enjoy it. I had heard good things from a close friend of mine and from my brother both, and so coming into this I was expecting like a middling viewing experience, but I had a lot of fun. The child actors were really good. Do you know what kind of achievement it is to have a central cast made up of seven children who spend the majority of the runtime screaming, and we don't want to strangle them ourselves by the end of it? That's like Nobel science right there. That's impressive, and they all do a really good job. They're characterized in such a way where they feel like full characters. They don't feel quite like their archetypes, but they do have those archetypes. You know, you have the hypochondriac, the funny one, the girl, but we get glimmers of full characters that I think is going to be really interesting to revisit in the sequel. It's hard to highlight just one, but I really do like Jack Dylan Grazer as Eddie. Eddie was probably my favorite. The cinematography was really cool. The camera distortions that they used whenever they filmed Pennywise were a really nice touch. Sometimes he would be the only stationary thing and everything around him would be moving, or they would do that kind of like jostling back and forth camera. This is the best way I can describe it. Speaking of Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård did a tremendous job. I love the voice, the thing with the eyes. I really dig the characterization. It manages to tap into the fact that clowns were supposed to be, you know, fun. At least in theory, and it's from what I had read of his offstage antics, it seems like he was just a gentleman about it all, which was also refreshing to read about an actor, particularly a male actor playing a villain, be just chill between takes and not, you know, having to stay in character the entire time. Like, good for you, Bill Skarsgård. Hats off. Very good. What I appreciate is while this is classified as a horror film, it doesn't feel scary. Like, yes, Pennywise is supposed to be scary, but the machete-wielding forest clowns were scarier for me because that was a more tangible thing, and that's what the film really delivers on, is the tangible interhuman interactions are what's really scary in the film. When Beverly is alone with her dad, that's where I'm afraid. Where the kids are alone with Henry Bowers, the bully, that's where I'm afraid, is because those fears are a little more tangible than with Pennywise. And that's not to say Pennywise isn't scary, but he is just a monster, so to speak. He isn't rooted in enough reality to tap into fears that I have. I imagine if you are afraid of clowns, this is not the movie for you. This film overall feels more like an 80s coming-of-age story, and it's more exciting than scary. And maybe it was the volume we had the TV at, the fact that we watched it with the lights on, but even the jump scares weren't totally jarring. It was tailor-made for viewing parties. It was the kind of film that you can riff on and have fun with your friends, but it wasn't like a super scary experience. There are lots of little things about the film that I really appreciate. I think the score is really well done, and again, I want to highlight the kid actors. We have like a 3-minute scene at the beginning between Bill and Georgie, and that's enough to build like a really deep bond between the brothers, and for us to really like understand that while Georgie is adorable, he's not gonna live for another 30 seconds, you know? And he's just a real sweet kid, and all the kids are really sweet. They managed to give them, I think, enough adult language that they feel like kids, but they're not kids written by adults. They're kids growing into their own, and I think that helps the film a lot. Yeah, no, I'm super stoked to see what they do for the sequel. I'm super curious to see how the tone changes, because when kids are going up against a monster, the stakes feel a lot higher because kids are not equipped to deal with monsters, or maybe they are. So it's like, what are they going to do in these intervening 27 years? Are they going to prepare? Are they going to just wait it out? Where are they going to be in those 27 years? I'm super stoked, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see Bill Hader do something not Saturday Night Live oriented. I haven't seen a lot of his work outside of that, and really even then it's been primarily voice work or character acting, so this is going to be a really neat change of pace. The way we watched it was the quintessential way to watch it, I think, is with friends, as a viewing party. Don't worry, there were fewer than 5 of us. It's fine. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Is it a Halloween favorite? Maybe not, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But yeah, this has been my year in movies. Thank you for watching.